Pero siguro, I will just allow that as a constituent Abante. Siguro ganun na lang. I will just accept his criticism because he is also my constituent. Di ba? National yung constituency namin. So, he is my constituent, our constituent. So, he has the right to criticize us. Pero ganito na lang kasi. Yung Quadcom na yan, why don't they just subpoena the former president and require his appearance before them? Ang dami rin nila kasing cheche boreche na invite, not invite, invite, not invite. Subpoena nyo na lang, and then pag nandiyan na sa harap ninyo, then get the information that you want to get, and I hope that your proceedings will be more perfect than ours. Actually, the subcommittee has been deprived of the power to cite in contempt. Because that's the section 20 of our rule. So siguro doon lang yung mga tao na nakita nila na
naguguluhan.
Committee hearing ito sa Quadcom, ang bilis ng trigger happy sila ron sa pagdating sa contempt eh. Puno na yata ngayon detention center nila. Puno na. May overflow na sa Women's Correctional, sa Bilibid ba, or what, sa Quezon City Jail.
Kung bago ka lang dito sa NTPH, maaari bang makahingi ng isang like at subscribe? At huwag kalimutan pindutin ang notification bell para ma-notify kapag may ganito tayong upload. Salamat kabayan!
All right, joining us now on Hot Copy, we have with us Senate Minority Leader Coco Pimentel. He is leading the Senate Blue Ribbon Subcommittee looking into the Duterte administration's drug war. Senator Pimentel, good morning to you. Now, what do you make of Representative Abante? We often talk about interparliamentary courtesy. What do you make of Representative Abante criticizing you? How you conducted yourself when, let's face it, you and other colleagues don't criticize the lower house, or now they conduct their own hearings?
Ako nga, actually, I have refrained from commenting on how Quadcom conducts its hearings. Pero siguro, I will just allow that as a constituent Abante. Siguro ganun na lang. I will just accept his criticism because he is also my constituent. Di ba? National yung constituency namin. So, he is my constituent, our constituent. So, he has the right to criticize us. Pero ganito na lang kasi. Yung Quadcom na yan, why don't they just subpoena the former president and require his appearance before them? Ang dami rin nila kasing cheche boreche na invite, not invite, invite, not invite. Subpoena nyo na lang, and then pag nandiyan na sa harap ninyo, then get the information that you want to get, and I hope that your proceedings will be more perfect than ours.
Okay, so I want to ask you this. You have Representative Robert Ace Barbers now saying that Duterte didn't look like he was of frail health when he attended the Senate probe. And he said that he was hoping that Duterte would show up at the next Quadcom hearing. Ang tanong ko, if the Quadcom subpoenas the former president and he refuses to appear, given he is a former president, can you actually cite him in contempt or have him arrested? Is that allowed?
House rules, can we ask them about their house rules?
Okay.
Pero
So magkaiba yun.
let me explain the subcommittee's rule. Kasi I am not an ordinary committee, I'm just a subcommittee. Actually, the subcommittee has been deprived of the power to cite in contempt. Because that's the section 20 of our rule. So siguro doon lang yung mga tao na nakita nila na
naguguluhan.
Committee hearing ito sa Quadcom, ang bilis ng trigger happy sila ron sa pagdating sa contempt eh. Puno na yata ngayon detention center nila. Puno na. May overflow na sa Women's Correctional, sa Bilibid ba, or what, sa Quezon City Jail. So meron silang power to cite in contempt, and they've been freely been citing, generously been citing people in contempt. The regular committees ng Senate, meron din power to cite in contempt, but a subcommittee, wala.
Okay. So do you think this is one of the reasons why you have critics saying Duterte called the shots? He took control of the Senate subcommittee. Do you think that was true? And do you think it's because it was a subcommittee?
No, hindi naman. Even if I had the power to cite in contempt, the question is would I have exercised the power? I don't think that we have crossed any line to have cited the former president in contempt, di ba? I mean, at saka you do not do that unnecessarily kasi that's why it's a hearing before a legislative body. You know that there is some politics involved. Sometimes the person would want to be cited in contempt, hindi ba? So, ingat din tayo. We don't give in to the plan or to the desire of that person. So but at any rate, that subcommittee has no power to cite in contempt. The point is, okay, the plan was to end at 4 o'clock. We ended at around 7 o'clock. So we had three extra hours. Garma was not there. Leonardo was not there. Espinosa was not there. So we give it to this witness who rarely makes public appearances or official appearances before government bodies. Let's give it to him. Okay, salita. Okay, pero ang ano doon is, ang iba kasi na paulit-ulit, siguro mga 3 to 4 times na sabi. Pero okay, let us, because that is also valuable for us investigators to see kung consistent ba yung, even if you repeat something, are you consistently repeating something? So, we will now be convinced that, okay, this is really his stand on this particular issue because he stated it 3 times and the statement is really perfectly the same. So that may value din po lahat yun. But we could have ended it actually 2 hours earlier. Pero since my next commitment got also moved, so that means I had time. So I allowed it. Nandun na siya, sayang.
But